Welcome to another Relax and Paint. And this morning, we're going to do a big, pretty sunflower. So I like this composition. I hope you do. And please subscribe. I'd love for you to subscribe and ring the bell to know when I'm going to be on, because I have been doing lives to show you all kinds of fun, new elements of one-stroke painting. And I don't want you to miss out on those. All right, so let's get started. All right, so we are going to be on a sap green, a dark green surface. I'm going to bring this up so that the glare is not as bad. There we go. All right, so let's look at some of the other colors I'm going to be using. I'm going to move this over. There we are. Okay, so we are going to be using some citrus green. This is teal and white. And then our flower is going to be daffodil yellow and yellow ochre and pueblo, and then some burnt umber. And these are all multi-surface paints. So it's got a sealer inside. It's like a varnish. I put I sponged on a coat of that with a big sponge. And these sponges are right on my website and all my brushes, okay? So it's the Donna Dewberry painter sponges. And we just sponge them all on. And I want you to see, one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to take and use some aqua. This is teal, actually. Teal and citrus. Okay. And I'm going to, I didn't put down my floating medium. We don't use water with one-stroke painting. We use floating medium. So I'm going to dip in the floating medium. And I want you to see that I am going to come all in here and do some big bright leaves. Okay, so there's going to be a stem right here and a leaf there. Now watch what happens. Another one here. Oops, you can tell I ran out of paint. All right. And then I wiggle back down. All right, the sunflower is going to be pretty big here. I just want to put some of these pretty colors back here. And okay, then we take and chisel edge right on the chisel of the brush. All right, then let's just get some teal in here. Just the teal. All right, so there, that makes it a little bit darker, right? So I'm loving that you're just pushing and sliding. And then you come back and chisel, okay? And we're going to put a few in here. Now I can use a smaller brush, or I can just get this one where I'm barely pushing just on the chisel. Isn't that kind of nice? All right. Now there, I can take this smaller brush. Let's use, well, I'm looking for a 12. There we go. All right, I'm going to wet that. And I'm going to just come in here and put some citrus with some white to get a lighter color. Actually, we can get some of this teal with a white. Oh, sorry. Okay, and so now what I'm going to do in here is I'm going to put some different types of leaf. It looks a little bit like a eucalyptus, just a little filler. And I'm just making a blend of that. And you'll see in the true color on the picture that you saw when you came on, that you can get a better view of what color this is. because some of this, I think you're not seeing the shades. Okay, so I'm going to do that much first, and then I'm going to come in with a big sunflower. So look what I'm going to do. I'm going to pounce this dry. This is one of my scruffies. I have 3 different sizes. This is the 3/4 size, and I'm going to get some Pueblo. Okay, so I'm going to come right in here. I'm going to do the upper half, and then I'm going to come down here and do the bottom half. And then pound some of that dark right in the middle. Okay, so this is like a chocolate. This one looks like a chocolate donut with maple syrup. All right, so that's the first one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brush, and this is, I think this was my 16. I got so much paint on it. Okay, so I'm going to pick up 2 colors. Right now, yellow ochre, some daffodil yellow, and I'm going to touch and come down into this. All right, so look, touch, pressure, stand up. Now, what's happening is I'm going right into that little bit of wet each time. And what's happening is I pick up little bits of brown from the burn umber that I used. And I can come here and do 2 strokes to get a nicer petal. There we go. All right, so I'm coming out here. I go 1, 2. Now you're used to me starting here in the middle and coming out. Now we can do that. So we start in there. You see how we get all these streaks? Let me come closer. All right, those I pulled in. All right, but this I'm going to show you. I'm grabbing the brown, putting pressure and standing up. Okay. All right. I'm putting lots of pressure, pressure, pressure. Okay. Now I can come right in here and do a couple smaller ones. That's right through there. There we go. Look how pretty and bright that is. These little ones are coming in really bright. All right, lots of paint. And this is a 16, not a 12. All right. So I'm going to do that because I'm going to put another flower right here. Okay. And I'm going to repounce that center in a minute. Okay. So I'm going to come right here. Okay. So let's come up here and repounce. Let's get the burn umber. And then I'm going to pounce a little bit of the Pueblo down here. See that pretty color? Now I can now come in with yellow ochre. Pounce the center of that. And a little bit in here. Okay. So now this is what I want to show you that's going to happen. All right. We're going to come along here. And I'm going to come right from here. And I'm going to pull that wet yellow and yellow ochre. I'm going to pull wet into here. All right. Now we have layers of this. So look, I've got one down here. Okay, then I'm going to put another one right here. And it's going to come at me right there, see? All the way around, more. Okay. Then I can just grab a few little guys in here. All right. So then I like to have a bud. So I'm going to come right here. And so I'm putting this underneath. Putting that underneath. And then I come on top of it with the daffodil yellow. Okay. So then I come right in here with the same brush and I just grab a little bit and pull it in. Okay. There we go. Now, I come up here. This is with my 16 still. All right. Now I can come in here with a little bit of green. This is the teal. All right. All right, so let's get a little bit higher so we can see more of what we're looking at. All right, so one little thing that makes this look even better is I can come in here with Pueblo. And look how I can come right in the center of these flowers. So let's come down and look. Picked up Pueblo. All right, so we just keep coming in here. All the way around. And they give us a pretty look. Okay, so same thing happens here. So some of these petals are coming up towards you. Some are just all in here. So I can come in here. See that? And just make sure we have a point. There we go, there we go, there we go. All right, so I just want you to see that it gives you more of an abstract. And one last thing, I just want to show it's a little bit of a eucalyptus, a little bit of a teal on the dark green, and there you go. So let's put a little bit of twig in here. Let's see. Let's do lime green, lime or citrus green. Okay. Let's bring some up here. Because I like the layers of green. Let's see what that looks like. We got a little bit across here. All right, so I just think this really adds to it. I'd like to just look at flower arrangements and see what it would look like if I put different greenery together that I like. And here we have it with a couple of sunflower petals. All right, now always remember that you can come around if you don't like your leaf, and you can do another little liner around the outside edge. Look at this. So I can come here and then come here and put a stem in the middle. Or I can make a wrinkle and come in. All right. Let's look at this right here. I can make it wiggle. And I sometimes just do that with metallics. All right. So kind of fun silhouetted. I'm going to come in here and tap a little bit of brown around, burnt umber. The beautiful thing about one stroke painting is that when you paint one stroke, you blend, shade, and highlight all the way around by what you put on your brush and the pressure. And where I show you on practice strokes on Fridays, the pressure that you put on gives you all the shading that you need to make it a really special piece. I hope you enjoyed it. A nice way to wake up in the morning. And let's paint, guys. So please subscribe. And any of your painting supplies that you need, go to onestroke.com. And I also have the Donna Dewberry's official One Stroke group on Facebook. And we have sales there quite often. Thank you. Bye-bye.